All right. Hey, everybody. This is Bill Pratt. Welcome to Draglist Live, where we typically get to bench race with the world's top drag racers. Tonight, we are doing a test to try the show on YouTube. And John and I are going to come on. I've sent the link to John and the Zoom link that is, and hopefully he can be on in just a couple of moments. We are going to test our side-by-side banter as we typically do, and that'll give us an opportunity to test that a guest can join us as well. We're making this move because probably a month or two ago, Facebook stopped recognizing our Draglist page as being owned by me. So my YouTube profile could not post to the page anymore. For a quick fix, what we did is we started posting to the Facebook group known as Super Crew World Headquarters. And that worked great for a couple of weeks. And then I came to find out that YouTube made a decision to disable all app access to their groups. And so as a result, that put us out of business hard because not only could we not post our Zoom calls to the Super Crew World Headquarters group, but we also couldn't do those very cool reposts that we've been doing where we go back into the archives of Draglist and repost several stories a day up on the two groups. We used to send different stuff to both groups and to the Draglist page. Now we only can send it to the page and to Twitter, aka X. But that's another story. So we went to the tool that is supposed to manage videos, and here we are on YouTube. This is working super great. It was, but not without its own challenges. So when I finally set it up yesterday, YouTube has a rule that says if you are starting to post anything longer than like 5 minutes, there's certainly an hour show like we typically do, there's a 24-hour wait after I showed them my personal ID. I took a picture and sent it in so they could validate that we were live. And then they put a counter on, and the thing was actually tracking down the 24 hours, which ended at about 6:30 tonight, Eastern time. So I've been playing with the thing for like the last hour and a half to try to get it up and working. And one thing I noticed is that with the other Zoom, and when we put it on Facebook, we were able to have the Facebook page up in the back without any interference on the Zoom channel. However, here on YouTube, it insists on loading them both at the same time. So I had to get the show started, and then I had to close down the browser completely. And that looks like what we'll have to do going forward. So we'll figure this out as we go forward. Folks, if I can beg your indulgence just a second, and maybe no one is even on watching, but I'm going to take a look at my iPhone here and make sure that we are actually putting the show on YouTube. Let's have a look. Well, we can look together. And one thing that we'll have to sort of figure out as we go forward is what URL that we're going to send you guys to let you know that that we're actually out there. We've been doing oh, let's see. You know what I might just do? I might just turn on the browser because that's going to be, there's John. So John's with us. So let's say hello to John first. So he comes into a waiting room, which is interesting. I've just welcomed John to the show. There he comes. Let's see how this works. John is connecting to audio. Perfect timing. Hello, my friend. How are you doing?
Hey, BP.
Hey, so can you see me okay like we normally do?
Say again.
Can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay?
I can see you and hear you just fine.
Okay, great. Thanks, John. So I just sort of walked everybody through what it took to get set up on YouTube. What the one thing we have to figure out is whether or not we're actually broadcasting. It says it is, but after being burned by that so many times, I want to actually validate it. So
Right.
what I'm going to do, and it's going to cause a little feedback probably for a moment, I'm going to go ahead and load the browser so I can see for sure that we're broadcasting.
Okay.
And then we'll jump back off. But what I'm going to try to do is figure out what this web address is so folks can like jump in and see this. So hang on just a moment.
Yeah.
Go ahead and log. We're going to log the browser.
I have one question,
Okay.
and that is,
But what I'm going to try to do is figure. Okay, so cool. So we're up there as you heard the feedback. So go for it, John.
yeah. Well, going on YouTube with the show, are they going to limit us to 60 minutes?
Oh,
Or
no, I don't think so. I don't
okay.
think so. No, I didn't indicate. I've seen. I mean, I've seen podcasts on YouTube go 3 hours, like
Right.
Les Friedman and those guys.
Okay.
All good shows too. So here's what I need to do though. We need to go find out where the YouTube channel is. So I'm going to go to. What am I going to do? I guess I'm going to try it on my phone. So pardon me just a moment, folks, as I. Of course,
Go
there may
ahead.
not be anybody here listening yet, John. Pardon me to
No.
you. And
Go
let's
ahead,
see if
man.
I'm going to find YouTube. And I think that so what this is called is, here's what we can tell people. Well, let me do a test and see if I can actually find it. And I'm on YouTube, so I'm going to look for it's testing. It's called I should have made this a simpler thing. So let me just set this here. Testing YouTube on Draglist Live. Let's see what I can find. Well, somehow that's what the words it heard. Here we go again. Testing YouTube on Draglist Live. Okay, not drugless. Maybe I need to enunciate better. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter. Let's see if it comes up with. So yeah, it's got us up there. It has
Uh-huh.
us up there live right now. So if you can share this, John. So, well, here's the thing. Can you go to YouTube? Because you've got the headphones on. Let's see if you can bring up YouTube. Do you keep the sound down, right, on your machine?
Yeah. I'm going
Okay,
there
so
now.
go to YouTube, and I think we might get this doggone thing going. Because one of the things I was
Okay.
looking at is that there's a lot of features that we don't typically use. A lot of things, a lot of editing features, and I was
Uh-huh.
able to post edit some stuff out of the video I just did, the test one, where I was getting tons of feedback and chatting with myself. So let's see, we're up there, man. We're live. So um,
Here comes
and I
YouTube.
did know. Okay, let's take a look.
And
And I
then I
think
type
there's a
in
chat.
do I type in Draglist Live when I get there?
Yeah, you'll click one of the search buttons, like
Right.
the little hour, and then click testing YouTube on Draglist Live.
Okay.
I'll come up with a, simpler name in the future. But I mean, for this one, we need to figure out what the URL is going. I mean, really, there's a drag list channel. So I think what we'll do is just be able to send people to that channel, but don't really have that one pulled together yet. And here's another thing, guys. By the way, be prepared to be like sort of freaked out sometime because drag list means a lot of things up on YouTube. We sort of had the market cornered on Facebook, but drag list on YouTube, you're going to see my friend RuPaul and a lot of his friends. Um, so I'm surprised they haven't tried to sue me to get that name, to be honest with you, because we had it first, though. So what do you see in there, John?
Well, I clicked on the in the search and I put testing YouTube on Draglist Live, and it's very slowly coming up. Here it
Okay.
is.
Okay, you see us there? I'm getting a little bit. I think there might be a little internet delay because you're kind of going a little slow. I'm seeing your video.
I clicked on the speaker because it was full volume. Now that the volume's turned off, there's no feedback.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were hearing it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was. We weren't hearing it here because you so kindly had your headphones on.
And you're in slow
So
motion.
yeah, I sense there's a little bit of uh the weather or something. We're going. You're in slow motion too. We'll see what
Okay.
happens on the replay.
Okay.
But I can't. Then here's my friend calling me in. I can't take phone calls during the show. So,
There
John, do
seem
you see the chat there?
there seems to be a delay, like about a 6 or 7 second, maybe more delay between what we're saying and what shows up on the screen.
I got you.
And what's there is in slow motion. And actually, I'm frozen right now. I'm not moving at all.
I'm seeing the
Here I
same
go.
thing here. I'm seeing the same thing, so I think it might be internet on one side or the other. But
Let me
can
try to
can
go to full screen
okay,
and see what that does.
this is a test. So here's John and Bill working hard to try to bring you the show back. Let's see what we find out. I would
And I
like
can,
to I would like to try the chat, John. Is I think there's a chat right to the right of the photo there.
yes, there is. Uh,
Awesome.
and I'm going back to the uh, minimized screen.
Okay. Well, what I'm
Three,
going to do is I'm going to go to Facebook and I'm going to say invite our friends to come join us.
welcome to chat. Okay, I'm going to type in testing
Sounds
chat
good.
by JB.
Okay, cool.
There it is.
So we'll be able to keep that rocking, which is very cool. Let me go to Facebook and invite our friends.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Where am I? Where am I?
I'm
Where am
on Facebook and I got this lady in the UK that I'm going to make a racer of the week, and she's messaging me back and forth.
I? Nice.
Street Eliminator, Buick Grand Sport.
Gotcha.
She
Here we
ran a
go.
784 to
Okay.
109. All right, man.
Okay. Yeah. Give me 1 sec, John. I'm gonna speak this.
Go ahead.
Hey, everybody. John and I are up on the new show on YouTube. We are testing it out. Please come on up there and see if you can hear us. And John is setting up the chat. The way to find it is go to youtube.com and then either type Draglist to see if you can get to the Draglist page. And we do have a channel there, or use the magnifying glass for a search and type these words: testing YouTube on Draglist live. And that's where we are. I'd love for some of our hardcore listeners to come up there and see if you can find us as we try to work through this new process. Thanks! Exclamation point. Okay, so I posted that on the page, and I'm going to go post it to Super Crew World Headquarters too. Let's see what we got. Pardon me while I look down at my phone. Don't I look like every like teenager, like from the modern times, by continually looking at my phone here?
Well,
Okay.
everything is delayed, very much delayed, but
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I think, yeah, well, so that gives
oh,
us, that's an interesting. So I don't know if it's just the internet, because you are a little choppy even on Zoom. And I think that might just be the connection, or maybe it's the delay to YouTube. I know that whenever I was doing a test earlier and I got the feedback, it definitely came in a couple minutes later, maybe a couple seconds later,
okay.
which was weird. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, guys and gals. Let's see what we got. So we'll have this for posterity. I'm trying to see if I can see my latest and greatest post out here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, good. It even did a nice YouTube link. So let me copy this, or maybe I can just forward this to, yeah, I can share. Yay. I'm going to share it to our groups. Share it to Super Crew. So hopefully folks will find us, and we will share this to the drag lists as well. And then we just have to see if some of our partners come up and start chatting.
I'm kind of like timing this right now to see how far delayed I am. I did a hand signal
Okay.
and it still hasn't come back. Still hasn't showed up.
Okay. Well, we've posted, so let's hope folks can find us. That'll give us the let me do a real quick test, and that's just the YouTube. Let me see if I can find the Draglist channel by doing a search. It might just say drag racing list. I can't remember what I named it. I've had it since 2007.
Oh man.
Obviously, I have not used that much. Let's see what we got. Come on, buddy. Hook your brother up here. Drag racing list. Oh, there's all kinds of drag racing stuff out there. Hopefully they'll find us. That's a piece we can work on. But I think what we're so, but this is doable, right? If you and I can get on here and see one another, and our guests will be able to as well. We can hop off here when we get a second and see if, well, towards the end here, and make sure that that all the sound works and everything. But when I was looking at it, it did. And the other interesting thing on this option is that there's an ability to go back in and edit the video. So in case somebody, something weird happens, or who knows, I can go in there and just take a little chunk out. I can clip some stuff out. So that's pretty handy. And you can do it once, after it's posted, and you can go back in post. We could go back in and put like graphics and stuff. So I mean, we'll sort of work that. But I think, my assumption, I think probably correct, is I'll be able to have the background that you do. It's probably another thing. Matter of fact, here's what, let's go live. Let me do a live test. So I'm going to choose a background. Let me choose my best friends here. And what's that look like? Oops. Oh, there's my background, but I don't see any. There we are. Woohoo. All right. So there's John and Danny and Bill. Yeah, go for it, John. You seeing us?
No, there's so far it looks like about a 2 minute delay so far.
Okay.
I just did a hand signal, put up 1, 2, 3, and I'm
Yeah.
waiting to see that show up.
Okay. That means you will not have seen me put the background up yet. Because I put our photo of you two and me. So that's very interesting. That means we'll probably either start to show late. Well, it's probably going to be easier for folks to come in at 8 o'clock and see the show start than it is for us to try to explain to our guests to get there at 7:58. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. We'll sort of have to work that out as we go forward.
Well, the sound is in real time, but the video is what's delayed on this. So, it's
Yeah, but that's so that what's happening is you and I are on the Zoom together, and that's always going to be real time. But as we're like sending it to YouTube, that's where the delay comes in. So if we had the sound on, that would be delayed as well. And
I
so
see.
that's okay. The thing is, it's just folks are going to have to understand whatever this delay is. If it's 2 minutes or something, they'll have to understand that the show might get started a little late. So well, I kind of figure that out.
Okay.
Oh, so what are you seeing? So anybody up on the chat yet?
No, I haven't seen anybody on the chat yet.
Let me see if anybody's responded to me up here to see. Let's see. Let's see. I wonder if I can do that. Maybe I
Okay,
can just give them that.
I'm looking at Zoom now, and there's the picture of me and Danny behind you,
Yep.
and
So,
yeah, apparently Zoom is doing okay with this.
yeah.
YouTube is kind of slow.
Well, it just, it's you know, even though Facebook was
There's when
spotty at
okay,
times, but it was
there's
real time.
it's when I pointed. I did a hand signal. I pointed at you.
Uh-huh.
That was about 4 minutes ago.
Woo. Okay.
Four and a
Well,
half minutes.
maybe we need to tell folks that, maybe we need to, well, we'll have to time that out because, and then I don't know if that's going to be a variable, right? I don't know if it's going to be 3 minutes some weeks and 4 minutes other weeks and 5 minutes other weeks. I guess we can do the best we can, but maybe we'll actually have the guests just determined to start the show at 7:55 with us, or 6:55 your time. That's something we can work through. We'll have to figure out the delay and work that.
Do I need to open a YouTube account or sign in or whatever on there?
No, no. I mean, you should be able to see anything on YouTube. I think
Okay,
because you're watching it now, right?
right.
Yeah, I will, I've got a YouTube account. I've got the ability to make these videos. But well, actually I thought that's what I needed. I really don't. All I need to do is port to it,
Okay.
which we're doing. I'm getting all kinds of neat little signals. And um yeah, there's actually a nice clock that's offered. Let me see if anybody has come back to us, John, and if they're saying, oh, here's a part. Okay, let's see if there's participant requests for Super Crew. Guy named Joseph Hofheinz. Good to meet you. But I don't think that's not for the show. Let's go back. Let's go to the show. Um, pardon me, folks, while I look away. And yeah, unfortunately, I can't do it on the can't do it on the screen here because I wouldn't be able to hear John talk to me. Although, maybe that's not, maybe I'll have to start sporting headphones too. Come on here, buddy. Let me go to groups. So let's see if anybody's finding us out there, but nobody's jumping on the chat. And if you happen to be seeing this, please jump on the YouTube chat with John and say a couple of words.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go to my groups. My groups. Here we go. Let's see if anybody's out there saying hello.
Well, it says there's 3 subscribers, and I only see you and me, and there's just my comment on the chat. So I can make a
Yeah.
post on Facebook and ask somebody to come to this URL and make a post.
Yeah, would you please? Because I
Yeah,
I tried it here, but I think I probably wrote too much.
I'll do that right now.
Okay, sounds great.
Otherwise, I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs.
Got it. Well, we get there. Oh, pardon me. While I'm on there. Hi, everybody. Thanks, exclamation point. I'm doing my podcast right now, so I can't take a call, but that sounds great to me. 6:30 is perfect. If that works for Frauke, I'm ready to go, exclamation point.
And post that is so we can stream.
So, yeah, so
Can
we can
somebody and make a post in the chat?
You have the URL that's up on your screen, John. Is that what it's
Yes, I
showing
do.
for?
Yeah. Okay, there we
Does it
go.
say anything like Draglist in it, or is it just like gobbledygook after YouTube?
It shows you and me with the show, and it's posting right now. It's the Zoom picture is what it is.
Right.
And
How about the URL at the top of the browser? Does it just say youtube.com slant and then a bunch of gobbled up letters, or does it actually say drag list, or does it say anything in the actual web address?
it doesn't show it shows the URL in my post, but it doesn't show it on the page. It shows a picture of what's going on Zoom, and then it says below that it says youtube.com testing YouTube on Draglist Live 5/13/24.
Okay.
So if they click on that, it'll take them there, and I'm waiting for somebody to show up and click that. Maybe I should post this in the Super Crew page.
Yeah, would you please? I sent that same thing to all three places, but I had lots of words there, and I wonder if they're,
Okay.
you know what I can actually do. Let's go to I was talking to Jack Red earlier. Let's go to Jack, my intrepid friend, and let's see if he'll come up there. He can come up there and help us.
I'm going to see if I can
Okay.
share that post to the Super Crew page. I'm not as
I
dumb
think
as I
we're
look.
you got it, man. You got it working. Let's see. Let's see. This is the thing. We have to give people just a straight URL because this is you're just trying to explain that search criteria is a challenge. Let's see. So let's see what we got out here. Yeah, I think that YouTube, yeah, just the YouTube thing, I think just got him to YouTube. I don't think it gets him anywhere else. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like. Let's see. Testing YouTube on Draglist Live. Okay. And it's trying to turn Draglist into drugs and all this like goofy stuff. We'll fix that. It's like watching paint dry, folks, huh? If you actually are watching this. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so there we are. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see, how do I get that site? It's like watching paint dry, folks, huh? If you actually, yeah, actually, that was pretty quick after I said it. That's interesting. So let me, what I'm gonna do is, I do need to, oh, here's live chat by JP. I see your live chat. But what
Okay.
I'm trying to do is get this URL saved. That was pretty quick after I said it. And here we go. Come on, buddy. How do I do this? Let's see. What's that? Here's live chat by JP. I see your live chat. Okay. Playback speed, captions, additional settings. I really would like to just literally would like to copy this. So playback speed, captions, additional settings. I really would like to just. Okay, so I can't figure this out right now, but oh, here we go. Let's see. I really would like to copy this. So clip, share, report, save. subscribe. Oh, I'm definitely going to subscribe to the Draglist channel. So that's the thing. Getting to the Draglist channel is something that I'll try to get people to do. We'll figure out how to do that, and I'll share how to do that. But I swear I'm dying here. I just want to copy this and send this to my friends. So that's the thing. Getting to the Draglist. All right, I got to get this off because I'm tired of hearing myself talk the same thing twice.
Okay, here's what I posted on the Super Crew page is the YouTube link to the show. And then it says, we're doing a test on YouTube right now to see if we can stream Draglist live there. Can somebody please follow the above link and make a post in the chat? Thanks. And then I added another comment and I said, the chat section is off to the right of the video.
Cool. So I'm going to send this to Jack. Let's see. And I can't
Rich
type.
Panicaro is here.
Is he? Is he in?
Yeah. Rich Panicaro made a chat.
Awesome.
I'm going to ask him, how's it look?
I'm sending Jack an email, which means I have to edit it after my fat fingers mess it up.
He posted a heart.
Good man.
He says it looks fine.
Cool. So it is like 8:32 p.m. and I'm saying these words at that time. Rich, are you hearing them at 8:32? Please
I'm at
chat back
7.
to us when you let us know what time you get them.
Yeah, Rich will be at 8:32. I'm at 7:32.
Right. Until you decide to come move here with us, John.
What's that, BP?
You'll be welcome. Yeah, until you come move here with us on the East Coast, you're welcome. You're going to be 7:32 where you are, though.
I'm going to ask him about the delay.
Awesome.
Video and audio. He says it's 8:35 where he is.
Okay. Yeah, we're okay. We're a little, our clocks are a little out of sync. But Rich, thanks, buddy. Thanks for being on.
He says no delay.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that weird? So I'll take it.
Yeah.
So what we can kind of do, so well, I mean, Rich has seen the same time. I mean, our clocks are different, but there's no delay between Rich and me. There's Akron, New Jersey is just a little right up the road. Here's
Okay.
Jack. Let's see what Jack has to say. Oh, let's see. It did. I've asked Jack to please do it, but Rich is our test. So the one thing I have to do is I'm pretty confident that these are going to go and be saved on the Draglist YouTube channel. I will validate that and we'll figure that out. So yeah, well, we've sent our notes to the troops, but unfortunately they're I probably didn't send them early enough. We did send one yesterday and say we were working on it. Jack texted me earlier and said, "Hey man, we got a show tonight." I'm like, "Well, we're working on it." He texted me about 7 p.m. so Eastern time. So this is pretty cool. So this has been a test. Trying to think if there's anything else we need to figure out. The one thing I did notice is it used to be really iffy the way it would broadcast to Facebook, and every now and then I'd get a false start and we'd have to do it over again. But this, so far, the few times I've done it tonight is pretty solid, and it goes right there. What I'll have to do is, the thing I have to do though is shut down the browser so that we don't get the feedback, but that's not a problem. And
Rich just said it. It says it's 2 watching.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's interesting. So okay. So yeah, I guess it does track. There's a lot of analytics involved with this too that'll tell me how many people saw it. And I think going forward, it'll even track that for future views. And that's the cool thing here. One
I
of the
think
things I would
I,
go ahead, John. Tell.
I think it means there's somebody watching as well as Rich, but they're not commenting.
Okay. Well, that's yeah, we'll have to kind of do some research and see what that all means. Um, one of the things I wanted to do for a long time is to take all the Draglist lives and all the Racing and Rockins and put them up on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
So I think this is a good spark to get that started. I need to go up on Fiverr if there's any drag fans with a whole lot of free time and willing to work for peanuts, get them to do it. But these folks on Fiverr from around the world typically do some pretty good work for some pretty cheap prices. Um, we'll see if we get that done. Need to do that. I need to convert all our HTML pages to WordPress, and we'll get that done one of these days. Anyway, I think we're John. What do you think? I think we pretty much have this thing solved, and then we can regroup and send some notices out
Hmm.
and get folks ready. The
Well,
YouTube piece. Go ahead. So,
when we do the next show, uh, I'll come on to the Zoom feature, and then I'll need to know uh, what to type in the search on YouTube. In other words, like Draglist Live, say 5/20/24,
yeah.
and then it should take me to the show from there.
Well, the there is so that's one thing I'll be checking because there is a drag list channel on YouTube that
Uh
we've had it for gosh, pushing 20 years now.
huh.
Um, and so my assumption is all of our recorded content will be saved there, but I'll review that. And so the cool thing might be that folks just need to go to that drag list page, and I'll find the URL for that.
Right.
That way we'll, and actually you can subscribe on YouTube, you subscribe to certain channels. So they can subscribe to the drag list page. And then they can even, get notified, hey, there's something new on drag list or whatever, but that's for future,
Uh huh.
sort of for future reference. Um,
Okay.
so I don't know. What do you think? But the last Rich, any other questions he has and any
No,
from you, John?
I'm good, man. I mean, you know, uh, when we get us a guest lined up, and I have a racer of the week already, so we can do the next show, and that'll be our inaugural uh, take on YouTube with Dragless Live.
Sounds great. Want to run one more test though. So
Uh-huh.
there's two buttons here. One is the typical end the YouTube, which I click, down in the bottom right corner. There's another one up top, which I never had before with Facebook, and it said this meeting is being live streamed, and I can click leave meeting, and I don't know what that means. I'm going to give that a try
I'm
and see
looking
if that
for
will
it.
shut the whole
Uh,
thing down. And then if not, then I'll go ahead and end the meeting. So any final thoughts, John, that you had?
Started streaming 39 minutes ago. I'm looking for what you were just talking about, and I don't see it, but
I think it's because I'm running it. I mean, this is a little bar at the very top of the Zoom window. It says this meeting is being live streamed, and it's got a little broadcast thing with YouTube, and it says I can leave meeting, and then there's an OK. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to try to click leave meeting and see what happens. My suspicion is it will stop live streaming, but you and I will still be on. Let me try that. And if so,
okay.
it's either going to do that or it's going to kill it for everybody, or I'm going to go away and the meeting will still be going on. I don't know. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Okay, Rich just posted. He said, I subscribed this afternoon. When I got on tonight, I just clicked on subscriptions and it came right up. So he said there's no problem at all. Everything's cool. And I lost your audio. It says 5 watching now. And Rich just said that he lost the video and audio of you, BP. It says I'm still on. Okay. Okay, I posted the link to this YouTube frame. Hopefully that's what you needed, BP.
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what a dork. I'm like, yeah, can you please send me the link I sent you? I just went back to thank you. I went back to the email I sent. So thanks to Rob for joining and for that great
Okay, I posted the link
okay, whoops.
to this.
Hang on. I gotta
YouTube frame.
kill my browser.
Hopefully that's what you needed, BP.
Yep. I had to kill the browser. Can't have my browser up, but we're going to get that feedback. So very cool. Thanks to Rich for joining us. Thanks to Rob for joining us. I think we're in good shape, John. What do you think?
You know, if these guys say it's good, man. I'm cool with it. And to stop that feedback coming in YouTube, I clicked on the speaker to mute it, and the feedback went away.
Yeah.
So we have full volume in Zoom, and on our desktop computers. Are you using a phone for this, BP?
No, I'm on my computer, so that I have to kill the browser because it's the same speaker, right?
Okay.
Your browser's off, but you have the headphones on, so it's not giving us feedback, but I can't turn off my sound because I will unless I can you turn off sound on just a browser? That's an interesting question.
I
Um
haven't tried that. If I
yeah,
do
I don't know.
that, it'll shut it off. I have no doubt.
Yeah. I think I think I got I had the pro tip there. Just turn off the browser. So I'm going to get the show started. I trust these YouTube alerts that tell me that we're live streaming
Uh-huh.
because the Facebook stuff was never really that reliable when that connection pretty much sucked mostly. So all right, guys, I think we're sort of rocking and rolling. There's some new things we can try.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, this was an adventure. I'm enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to the show coming up next week.
yeah. So here's the thing on that. I will be much closer physically to you than I am to my own house because I have to travel to El Paso for a business trip all week long, and
Uh-huh.
I'm flying on Monday. So our first show would have to be on the 29th.
Okay.
But I don't know, maybe who knows? Who knows? If this thing works like halfway better, I don't know. We'll see. It'll be a long day of traveling. I'll be occupied every day. It's like a border security expo down there, and I support Homeland Security now as a contractor, and I will be
Right.
down there meeting and greeting and trying to do my best to keep us safe, or at least do my part.
Well, just let me know, man. I'm always available for this, and I've set aside everything in my life to line up with Draglist Live. So whatever we do it, we do it.
Sounds good. Yeah, but no promises, guys, because it's just it's hard to sometimes I can't get there,
Yeah, I
but
know
it's
what you mean, man. I know what you mean.
Uncle Sam calls. I got to run. But well, thank you, John. This is, I think, a very successful test. It took us a while to get there. When it was 8:49, we basically did an entire show because we started at 8.
You got
Um,
it right, man.
but I think we know, so recap, we're going to be right here every single week now. This is going to be the place. I'm trying to find some folks to start moving the old shows here so we have them all in one place.
Hmm.
Um, and that'll be a long coming. We're talking about 14 years of shows now, so
That's right, man.
that's something. Anyway, so we'll make this the place to hang out, and the chat works, right? So we aren't going to give up our Facebook places. We will share to those, the info about the show each time, and we'll kind of work that out. But I think we're in good shape.
Great.
Any final thoughts from Rich or Rob, guys? Anything else in the chat you want to share?
Well, let's see what
I
we got here.
had to jump
Well, yeah,
off a
Rob.
moment.
Rob said the best thing is the more viewers we can get here and subs, YouTube might let the channel be able to be monetized. And he also said after Memorial Day, and Rich just said glad to have the show back.
That's right, brother. Memorial Day is that's right. That's the 29th. So yeah,
That's the
we might just come in here hitting June hot and heavy.
27th. Yeah, we might just start this thing off June the 3rd.
Yeah, that'll give us a chance to line up guests. I know we had some, Brandon has heard back from a couple folks, and I know Miss K is always out there looking out for us. So well, by golly, this will be here. So what we'll do with our folks is that we will share where this thing is. I'll figure out how to get to the Draglist channel, and I'll tell folks how to subscribe. We'll put together a little post and send it to all of our super crew out there, and we'll rock and roll. By the way, Rob McCabe, I wanted to say thank you so much for all your amazing help with the lists, digging up some amazing info, and
Yeah,
appreciate you,
I just posted a thank you
man.
to
And thanks
Rob
to
and
you,
Rich.
Rich. You guys have proved us out. And John, as always, thank you, sir. So it's time for a celebratory drink, I think.
Okay, man, I'll see you, and keep in touch and let me know what's going on, and I'll be ready
Will
to
do.
go.
All right, folks. So to recap, thanks to Rob for the reminder. It looks like we'll kick off whatever the first Monday in June is. That'll be our plan. And but we'll see you then. Adios. Bye.